Even if you're not quite ready to jump into the second semester quite yet, we just had Christmas, we just had New Year's, we might not be quite ready to jump back into the school year. But even if you are and you're considering what it is you want to be doing before you jump back into planning, I really wanted to offer you a quick reset for your heart and mind before starting back into your homeschooling year. Taking a quick reset is going to allow you to settle your heart, settle your mind, and really make good decisions before diving back in so that you can make consistent progress and follow through and really finish this year strong. Before I dive in, my name is Emily Brown, and I'm a life coach for Catholic homeschooling moms who want to fall deeply in love with this call from God to homeschool your children. I'd like to invite you to come join me for Reset Your Homeschool Week, which is happening this week, January 6th through 10th, 2025. During Reset Week, we're going to be doing live workshops every single day with an accompanying workbook where I'm going to be teaching and coaching on Catholic homeschooling mindset and strategies specifically for your Catholic homeschooling lifestyle. And you get an entire month of the Happy Holy Mama membership along with Reset Week with the link below this video. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some steps that I want to invite you to try on this semester, whether you come and join us for Reset Week or not. The first is pray more than you plan. We need to pause. We need to take time here at the beginning of a new semester or the new year or whenever you're watching this. It could be a new week or it could just be Thursday. We need to pray more than we plan. The Lord's priorities and plans for our time and what we do with our time is radically different than what the world is telling us to do. We need to check in with Him, check in with our plans with Him, and see what it is He wants us to be focusing on, because I'm willing to bet it's a whole lot simpler than what you are probably ready to jump into right now. The second step, or really skill, I should say, is to be decisive. More often than not, homeschooling moms get stuck in trying to decide what to do and what not to do. I really want to invite you to consider that it might not be possible to get this wrong. What if it was possible that you could either be winning or learning? But that failure here might not be possible if we're checking with the Lord and doing what He's asking us to do. If you're not really sure how to listen, come join us for Reset Week. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Which leads us into step number 3, which is taking action consistently. And I want to redefine consistency for you. The way I teach and coach the term consistency is more often than not. Because when we're trying to do something perfectly every single day, every single hour, every single time the curriculum tells us that we need to do something, then really what we're doing is setting ourselves up for not being able to hit that mark every single time, because life is messy. Life is hard. Children don't always want to do what we ask them to do, and we have to have that flexibility and that margin built in to be able to go and with the flow of the unique rhythm that our family is living within right now. Pray more than we plan. We're going to be decisive. We're just going to pick something and try it, and we're going to be consistent. And I want to offer consistency is more often than not necessarily every single day. If you're not really sure what to do in this moment, I want to invite you to reduce the scope, meaning do something for a shorter period of time, but continue with the sequence. So if you're shooting for doing math 3 days a week instead of 5 days a week because that seems more doable, then and this seems like a day where math is a pretty doable thing for us to do, then what amount of time can we actually do math for? That is going to help you build consistent progress instead of perfect progress. So I want to invite you to focus on having forward progress rather than trying to do it perfectly. Fourth step is going to be to evaluate along the way. What's been going well? What was going well before the Christmas break? And bring those things along with you. What is not going well should come next, but only after you've really highlighted the wins and what you guys have done well. And I guarantee you can find at least one thing. And if you can't find at least one thing you're doing well, come work with me in Reset Week so that I can help you find it. I guarantee there's at least one. After you found your wins, then you can start thinking about what's not going well. And then you can ask yourself, what do we want to do differently so that we can start making more consistent forward progress? These 4 steps are going to be what keeps you going and what helps you implement whatever strategy, whatever curriculum you decide on. But the reason every single strategy or every single curriculum out there stops working is because the person, the mom, the kid stops working it. Reason that things and these strategies are starting to get hard and we quit working them is likely because of the story that we're telling ourselves, about what we're capable of, about what our capacity is, or what our kids are capable of, or even where we should be right now if it's not what we're currently experiencing. And all of those stories, when you put them together, lead to burnout. It leads to quitting. It leads to resentment and frustration and bitterness. It leads us to Googling the nearest public school, even though that's the last thing we actually really want, instead of actually making a plan or following through with something that we would really prefer to be doing, that we know is actually going to help. So I wanted to offer you a couple new thoughts to try on. I call them bridge thoughts, to help you get in motion, to help you find motivation, or to just help you release the pressure in your brain when you're wanting to do something, but it doesn't really feel all that great. The first thought is, I'm learning how to plan well. That takes the pressure off of knowing how to do it already. You can also think, I'm becoming a woman who follows through. This allows you to stop and pause when you have a decision to make. I either go ahead and do what I had on my plan, or take a break or quit altogether. And if I can think, I'm becoming a woman who follows through, that really allows me to decide the kind of person I want to be, and that informs the decision I make. Another thought is, I'm practicing consistency. Again, this allows you to be in practice mode. It allows you to not have to already be on the side where you are consistent, but you actually get to be practicing it. And practicing sometimes doesn't go really well. Sometimes practicing is messy. And that's okay if you're just practicing consistency and you don't have to have it completely perfect yet. Again, we're going for forward progress rather than perfect. All right, friends, if this was useful for you, please like and subscribe to this channel so that you can get notified every single month when I release new life coaching content geared specifically to your Catholic homeschooling lifestyle. And please come join me for Reset Your Homeschool Week, happening right now. In Reset Your Homeschool Week, we're going to be covering topics like Catholic homeschooling mindset and strategy, like how to handle failure, setbacks, and even motivation for you and your kids. We're going to be covering homeschooling and time management strategies, like creating healthy boundaries, going from being the teacher to the mentor for your older kids, and how to create systems and routines that work for your unique family rather than trying to shove your beautiful, unique family into someone else's plans. Get all the information for Reset Your Homeschool Week and the Happy Holy Mama membership in the links below this video. Thank you so much. I'm praying for you. I hope you have a beautiful week. I look forward to seeing you in Reset Week. God bless.